Yo, what is good YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video I'll be giving a guide on how to improve in Fortnite solos. If you do want to enjoy today's video guys, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe as you'll be helping the channel out. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, let's get started with the video. Alright guys, the first thing you want to do when you're loading into Fortnite solos is choose your location. You know, if you want high kill game, Tilted, Coney, they're the kind of places you can go. Now in this match I do go to my sapling, which is currently under the red bridge, because I feel like having the sapling under the red bridge allows me to get it peacefully without being actually jumped on as I land, you know. Obviously you have where the loot sharks are. I like rotating in from red bridge after I get my sapling into the middle where loot lake used to be, loot there, and then I decide where my rotations are going to be. So realistically, if you decide that, oh, maybe I'll try where this guy lands, I'll land where his sapling is, have my sapling there, loot where loot lake used to be, then rotate maybe Tilted Towers, Coney Crossroads, possibly Shifty Shafts. These are where all the players are kind of going to be dwelling around, you know. Tilted Towers and Coney Crossroads are populated places for players that all want high kills. So as you can see, you have a lot of loot here at the red bridge. You know, I really like having my sapling here because I basically get the best of both worlds. I decide to go and check my settings here. As you can see, I play on 5 sensitivity, but I decide to decrease it to 4 and 3. So that's the sensitivity I play on at the minute. I really think red bridge is a good place to have your sapling guys, because simply you have the whole of the red bridge to loot and you have your sapling as well, plus you have the slurp tanks there as well, so you can break them and get your shield up, which is really good. Alright guys, once you've got the guns that you're comfortable using, it's time for your first rotation. As you can see, I decided to rotate Shifty Shafts. I've just seen there's a player that popped chugs. But you see, in solos guys, you need to take it easy, you know, take your time, because there's no second chances when you're playing solos. Once you're dead, that's it, you have to go and start a new game again. Now, I am crouch walking around so that no one sees my footsteps. I hear the player, I jump up, shoot her for 39, I jump around the corner and get an air shot and I crack her and I kill her. Jumping around the corner guys is an effective method to make sure that the player's aim is off target. You know, when you jump around the corner, people ain't prepared for you, you know, so make sure you do that. I like to move it, you like to move it. So once you have your first rotation done, it's about getting the second rotation in now to go and look for another fight, because if you have the weapons you already have, you're pretty set for the fight then. So I see shooting, so I decide to rotate back into the middle where the lake is, and there's a player down here that I know of that was shooting, and there he is. He just must have finished his fight. I hit him for 999 with the SMG because I don't have any medium range. I decide to go down, he's popping chugs, I don't know why he's doing that, and I jump in, I land a shot for 132, and then I crack him again. Once you're using the prime shotgun, the first shot's always the most powerful, so you need to make sure you land that shot. Alright guys, the next tip I have is to third party effectively. I know it may seem scary when you're playing solos to third party, but trust me, it's worth it. As you can see, this fight just finished. I decided to go for the guy that just won his fight. His boar is nearly dead, so he decides to dismount to get some heals, but I jump over to apply pressure. See, he's using med mist, so I crack him here and I'm applying pressure so that I can't get any heals off, and he's panicking, so he's running around in circles. I decide to jump down, hit him again for 73. He's jumping, he keeps doing well with his movement, but he's trying to heal. He throws down a porter fort, which was very unexpected to me. Alright guys, my next tip is to remain calm in gunfights. As you can see here, he shoots when I open the door of the porter fort, so I decide to break the walls out. This is the best play that you can do when someone's in a porter fort. Just break the walls out, give yourself better angles that you can literally shoot at them. Because if I had went through that front door of the porter fort, he would have killed me because I'd have to go up to him. He only has to shoot down the way. So as you can see, it's a bit of like a who makes a mistake first kind of fight going on right now. So I decide to rotate around because he's basically waiting to shoot. I hit him for 58, so I know he's cracked for 50 shield. So I decide to jump up and boom, I land a headshot. He's dead because I've cracked him already. Another tip I can give guys is remain calm in a fight, because the more calmer you are, the better chances you have of winning, because the other player is panicking just as much as you, but it's whoever is calmer wins the fight more. Right, so on to the next tip guys. is to keep the rotations going. As you can see in the video, I rotate and there's a player above me. I hold my angles correct. I hit him for 135, so I know he's weak, so I jump in around and hit him a headshot and finish him off. Your angles are so important, guys. Make sure you hold good angles that you can hurt the player and the player can't hurt you. Right, so as I'm rotating out there, I get some footstep indicators telling me another player's coming, so I get a nice shot there. I engage with this player. Luckily, I got the last shot off because the player actually cracked through on my shield. You know, remember guys, you have 50 shield extra as well. You know, so I decided to rotate in. Now guys, my next tip is to play to the zone. And when I say play to the zone, I mean like rotate on the slow side of the zone. Give yourself enough time to get into zone, set up, you know. If you want all the big large gunfights, fair enough, go in on the fast side. If you like fast paced game, fast side of the zone is for you. But to me, at the minute, I just want high kill games with slow side zone, you know. So as you can see, I'm in a bush now. I rotate into a bush. This is 0 builds, so it's all about your surroundings that matter. You know, you have to use your surroundings to your advantage. A lot of people be like, oh, but you're hiding in the bush. Oh my god, you're a bush player. This is 0 builds after all, so literally using your surroundings to your advantage is the aim of the game in 0 builds. You know, whoever has the better surrounding is going to win the fight. That's just the way 0 builds work. As you can see, I'm looking around now. There's a guy using a cloud. He's taking high ground, so I'm going to remain calm here. So he's engaging in a gunfight to my right, so I decide to rotate up the hill to this little shack up here. I do get footprint indicators and I'm in another fight. It's always good to stay aware, guys, of your surroundings. You know, had I just been lackadaisy there now, I most likely would have lost that gunfight. I'm still getting shot at, so I'm trying to keep a good corner here so I can't get hit. I pop a mini, pop a 50, and we're set for our next fight. Right, as you can see, there's a player breaking through the roof. If someone's breaking through the roof, shoot out with the SMG and jump out and challenge them because they won't expect it. As you can see, this player wasn't expecting me to shoot out the roof with an SMG. And she was definitely not expecting me to go out after that. I'm telling you, rush the player when they're not expecting it and boom. You will be surprised at how you'll kill them. You know, like if you do what I just did there now, and when they're breaking through the ceiling, just shoot it out with an SMG and go out and challenge them, you'll win the fight. I'm telling you now, 100% guys. My next tip, guys, is to always be on your feet, keep moving. As you can see, there's a player coming up now, so I decide to jump over. He cracks me, so I use a rift to get away. You know, it can be very scary when you're in top 3. You know, you start panicking, you're like, oh my god, am I going to win this game or not? I'm telling you, remain calm, trust your instincts, and you will win. You know, the top 3 people panic the whole time because you're so close to that victory royale. As you can see, I go to get some cover behind a tree. I decide to pop minis because I need the shield. The other 2 players, I don't mind, let them battle it out. I'll take the advantage then when the last player is live. But instead I decide to stay here in cover to see what's going on. I know there's a player down to my right, so I'm trying to keep an eye out for where he's gone, because at this point I'm not really sure where he is. I decide to make a rotation for high ground, and I'm going on the slow side of the zone so that I don't have to rush in too much, because really it's all about who plays a slower game in the end zone. As you can see, I see the shooting, so I decide to go over. He's unaware that I'm in front of him. I crack him and I kill him. So now that he was focused on that fire, I took advantage of him. Now John Wick doesn't think we seen him down here healing, but we did, so I decided to rotate down and fight him straight away. As you can see, he has a better advantage on me because the trees are blocking my view, but it didn't matter because I landed the shots and finished him off with a headshot. You see, this is why it's so important, guys, that your shots are on point when you're playing, especially in 0 builds. He kept good cover there behind the trees, and the trees blocked my view, but I won in the end. If you've enjoyed today's video, guys, and you think this video has helped you out at all, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and drop a comment in the comment section. It'd be much appreciated. Until next time, guys, peace out. It's your crazy Irish lad.